Found footage horror recently has lacked the innovation and intrigue that Cloverfield, Paranormal Activity, and the Blair Witch Project brought to this subgenre until now. Here's my review of Blumhouse's new horror flick, Dashcam. Annie Hardy plays an unhinged MAGA vlogger on the locked down streets of London who unwittingly drives an old witch to a destination she's never meant to survive while live streaming the deadly trip. So the story takes place in London and goes down during the lockdown stage of the pandemic. Annie is a vlogger who comically freestyles miniature ciphers while live streaming from her car. She visits an old bandmate, Stretch, played by Shada Patel, and plans to stay the weekend at his house with his live-in girlfriend. But she's so unhinged that Stretch's live-in girlfriend throws her out. So what does Annie do? She steals Stretch's car, which he actually uses to deliver Postmates. So Annie decides to accept one of his deliveries, but the restaurant closes before canceling the order. Remember, this is happening during the lockdown, and a lot of the restaurants are, it's really a ghost town on the streets at this time. So the restaurant owner says, "I'm sorry, I canceled this order." Hoping it's not a total waste, the restaurant owner offers Annie an envelope full of euros to drop off an old mute lady named Angela, which Annie accepts. It's a lot of cash. Just as Annie stuffs Angela in the car, Stretch arrives in an Uber to take his car back. He has no idea that this will be the last trip he ever takes. And that's the basic premise. It's very simple, very high concept. For a found footage horror film, this has some very comedic moments. It's not hilarious, but it's quite funny. Annie Hardy's comedic timing keeps the film entertaining, and the set design helps to land her punchlines. There is a lot of political satire throughout. And the comments from the live chat room are so funny, but they scroll fast as it would in your normal chat room. So you may have to see this twice to read all of the comments, but the comments are hilarious. And they appear on the screen while the story is unfolding. And no matter what's happening during this live stream, the chat comments keep coming, especially from the trolls. And I mean, it makes the film even funnier. They're watching the most horrific things go down, and they're still sending emojis and commenting like the most hilarious things. It's so unsettling. It's very unsettling, but it's funny because unfortunately, it happens in real life. It's so authentic to what actually happens during live streams and when you're in chat rooms or even on Twitter. I mean, so realistic. Now, there are scenes that linger in one contained spot, but it's active enough with stakes that keep you interested. There aren't any jump scares, but there is plenty of gore, which is mostly in the third act. The sound editing and sound mixing are so good, especially during the live broadcast with the buffering and the muffling. They felt really realistic. Director Rob Savage and his co-writers Gemma Hurley and Jed Shepard did a fantastic job with this screenplay. Again, this is one of the freshest spins of the found footage subgenre of horror that I've seen in a minute. Rob Savage's use of the Steadicam is so tone-setting that the audience will feel like part of Annie's live stream. You only see the perspective from Annie's cell phone on her dash and the GoPro that's strapped to her head. There is no aerial footage, and you really don't see the entire world that she's staying in London. You only see from Annie's perspective again. So the footage gets very shaky in spots, but it's not nauseating in any way. Here's the thing. I think this film should have been titled A Live Stream, because Dashcam is a trigger word for many, especially since cops use it, and Dashcam footage that the public sees evokes pain. I don't know. At any rate, this film is currently available to purchase or rent on demand. I highly recommend seeing this film at least once, especially if you like found footage or gory type horror. You will like this film. Stick around for the end credits too. Annie Hardy freestyles the cast and crew and is so brilliant. On a grading scale, I give Dashcam a B. It's such a great horror film, so worth it. Thank you so much if you stuck around this long. I certainly appreciate you. Please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And until next time, peace.